Good morning, everyone, and welcome again to our second topic for this week, which will be about the review on adjectives. Now, previously, you've learned about review on pronouns, which are basically replacement of nouns. Giilisan niya ang nouns. Now, adjectives. Adjectives are somewhat related to nouns and pronouns because adjectives are words that describe nouns or pronouns. They either modify or describe nouns and pronouns. And para makabalo mo so that you will know what an adjective is, so we have here this guide questions that will help us determine whether a word is an adjective or not. Okay, so we have these questions. We have the which one. So if motubagan siya og which one, it is an adjective. What kind? If it answers what kind, well, that word is an adjective. Next, how many? How many or how much? Or whose? Kang kinsa. Okay? So these four questions, basically, if maansira ni nila, that word is an adjective. Okay? So, let's see what are the kinds of adjectives na we can, tawag na to, masugatan na to. Okay? So, here are the following adjectives. Okay? So, first, what we have here is the compound adjectives, okay? The compound adjectives from the word compound, that means these are two words joined together and these are being used as an adjective. And these are usually hyphenated. Nasa hyphen bitaw. So pareha natong example, she ate a day-old meal. So the day-old there is describing what? What kind of meal? What kind of meal did she eat? She ate a day-old meal. So, di ba it answers the question? Let's go to the katong questions na to. Di ba it answers the question, what kind of food did she, what kind of meal did she eat? So, what kind of meal did she eat? She ate a day-old meal. Ana. So, basically, yun na itong mga compound adjectives. Okay? Or basically adjectives. Basta mo, tubagan siya atong upat ka questions, upat or lima ka questions na akong gi-present sa inyo ha, then it is a adjective. Next, let's go to the proper adjectives. Okay? Now, kanina itong mga proper adjectives, these are proper nouns that can be used as adjectives. Let's say, for example, kanina itong example, she ate a day-old Chinese meal. So, what kind of meal? So, she ate a day-old, that's one adjective. And then another adjective is the Chinese. What kind of meal did she eat? A Chinese meal. And the Chinese, if you can see there, is capitalized because it's a proper noun. Modified and used as adjectives. Always remember that proper adjectives end with a capital letter. Okay? Also, we have predicate adjectives. Now, sometimes, as you can see in our previous example, you see that the adjectives are before the noun or the pronoun that it is describing, di ba? But in the predicate adjectives, adjectives are placed after the linking verb. Okay? This is very important. So it only follows after a linking verb. If you remember the linking verbs, di ba? Katong mga am, is, are, was, were, look, feel, taste, grow, appear. So these are all predicate adjectives. These are all linking verbs. And if an adjective is after the linking verb, and the adjective is describing the subject of the sentence, then the word there is an adjective. Specifically, a predicate adjective. Remember, predicate adjective mag-follow after the linking verb. Okay? Remember that one. After the linking verb and describes the subject of the sentence. And para dili mo maglibog, these are the following most common endings of adjectives. So we have the able and able, which is comfortable, remarkable, horrible, and edible. We have the AL ending, fictional, from the word fiction, nga noun, nahimo siyang adjective na fictional, from education nga noun, education is a noun, gibutangan siya og AL, so that it will become an adjective, which is a educational. From logic to logical, and from nation to national. Also from full, endings of full. So we have the bashful, peaceful, helpful, beautiful. From IC nga ending, we have the energetic, we have the manic, we have the dramatic, and we have the fantastic. The IVE, kaniya examples na ni siya ha. Mo ni, if na gani mag-ending ani, that means these words are considered adjectives. So we have the IVE, so we have the attractive, sensitive, impulsive, and persuasive. Less. So kani siya less and OUS. So these are words. These are the endings sa mga adjectives. Okay? Next is what we call article. Okay? Now this maybe wala pa mo kabaluan ni, but articles, the, a, og an, as you can see there in our slide, are actually adjectives. Now, the is a definite article. That means na asya gina-refer nga specific thing. Let's say for example, mayon kog the rhinoceros. That means dili lang bisag unsa nga rhinoceros, the rhinoceros. Naagi ko'y gi-specify nga usa ka butang. Compared with the a and an. Now, ang a and an refers to anything, any person, anything. So, pwede maingon og a bus. So, what kind of bus? A bus. Specific nga bus? Dili. Bisag unsa ra nga bus. So, we have that a bus. Okay? We also have an elephant. So, dito nga, if you're not referring to a specific elephant, then you should say an elephant. Okay? And always remember, ang rule sa a ug an, we only use an if ang iyang next word starts with a vowel. Okay? And if it sounds like a vowel. But let's say for example, a university. Ngano mo gamit tag a university? Ngano dili na pwede maingon og an university, di ba? Because university sounds like when you say that one, it sounds like a consonant. So instead of an, nga gamito nato for the vowel, but the u there is but the u in the sentence doesn't sound like a u. It sounds u, university, and the y there is a consonant. Therefore, ang gamito nato sa university kay a university. Dita maingon og an university. Okay? So I hope this is all clear. These are articles. Again, articles are the, a, and an. Ang definite article na say specific nga gina-refer to is the, while the indefinite article refers to anything or any person. Okay? Next, we go to the demonstrative determiners. Now, ma-feel ninyo nga parehas naman niya sa pronoun. But this one is being used as an adjective and not a pronoun. Kaya tanawan ninyo ang example. What kind of noise? Diba? At balik ta sa katong 4 questions. What kind of noise? That noise. That means na akay gi-determine daan nga noise. Okay? This gives an idea of distance between the speaker and the person or thing being described. So atong gamiton diri kay this, that, these, and those. Parehas ra gyud sa pronoun. But this one, nasa gi-modify. What kind of noise? That noise. Can you get me? Can I have this toy? What kind of toy? This toy nga akong gikuptan. So that means it's an adjective. Okay? So I hope that is clear for everyone. Demonstrative determiners. Okay? So kanang this, that, and those. Remember, adjectives, magsunod yun na siya, it always follows the noun that is being described. Most of the time, adjectives are being followed by the word it is describing. Pareha na itong example karon. What kind of noise? That noise. Okay? Now, let's go to another kind of adjective which we will call possessive determiners. Again, this possessive determiners pareha sa gyapon siya sa personal pronoun nga possessive case. So mao ni siya my, your, his, her, its, our, and their. And these are being followed by a noun. Nagsunod gyud ni siya og noun and it shows ownership. Di ba namatay question ato nga whose kang kinsa? So that we can determine if a word is an adjective, na atay question nga whose kang kinsa. Now, this is where we can use that question. Tanawan ninyo ang example. They are getting their broomsticks. Kang kinsang broomsticks? Their broomsticks. Ilahang broomsticks. Therefore, their in that sentence is describing what? Unsay gi-describe niya? Gi-describe niya ang very good. Gi-describe niya ang broomsticks. Good. Now, let's go to the next adjective. Adjective na atong i-learn today, which is what we call the interrogative determiners. Now, interrogative determiners, which and what ra atong gamiton. Not all the interrogative pronouns na atong na talk about in the previous video. So, which and what. Now, which and what are used before a noun to ask a question. So, pwede kami ingon nga, what noise? What kind of noise? Well, which noise? Sorry. Which noise? Unsa nga noise? What noise? Okay? So, kanang which ug what, magamit na nato siya as adjectives. Okay? Next, we have the numbers and quantifiers. Okay? Now, numbers and quantifiers. Now, these are cardinal and ordinal numbers. First, second, three, mga numbers in cardinal and then in ordinal numbers. I think you have talked about this one in your math. Diba? Cardinal are those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And ordinal numbers, if I'm not mistaken, hindi mini math, diba? Ordinal numbers are kanang first, second, third, and fourth. And other words that express quantity are considered to be determiners or adjectives when they appear before the noun. Mao ni ha, importante nga they appear before a noun. So, ang kaning uban ng mga words, kanang other words na gi-describe dara include much, most, least, any, enough, half, and whole. So, we have there 9 shrieking bats. So, how many? So, mao na niyo ang question nga, how many or how much? How many bats? We have 9 bats. Unsa ka, or how much noise? Much noise. Pila ka book much? How many bats are there? Many bats. Daghan nga bats. So, include much, more, little, least, any, enough, half, and whole. So, mao na siya ang ato ang numbers and quantifiers. Next we have the comparing adjectives. Now, when we compare adjectives, pareha bitaw sa inyohang Filipino nga naay lantay, pahambing, and pasukdol. In English, we have that one as the base form or the adjective, and then we have the comparative and the superlative. And I think you are familiar with this, but let's just have a review. Kano sa tanawan ninyo ang first and second word. Look at the first and second word. How is the comparative and the superlative being formed? Okay? How is it formed? It is formed by adding, in the comparative, it's adding what letters? ER, very good. And in the superlative, unsa atong idungag? In the superlative, we are going to use EST. Okay? Now, batanawan ninyo ang third word na to. Beautiful. Patay na natag more beautiful o most beautiful nga naman. Because this is, or the word beautiful is a multisyllabic word. More than one ang iyang syllables. Therefore, pareha ng big ug thin. Big and thin is only one syllable. Usa ra siya ka syllable. That's why pwede siya nga mabutangan og ER ug EST. But then, beautiful is a multisyllabic word. Daghan siya og syllable. That's why we put more and most. Basta more than one, butangan nato og more and most. But not in all case. Let's say, for example, easy. Easy is 2 syllables, but we say easier and easiest. But most of the time, basta more than one nga syllable, magbutang gyud ta og more og most. That's why it's important nga paminawon na gyud ninyo ang word. If it sounds right, then that's it. Okay? Next, ato ta sa good. Ano man ni? Ang good, bad, much og many og little. Nganong nausab man siya? And this is why it is important for you to study this one, because these are irregular adjectives. Okay? These are irregular adjectives, and you have to learn the comparative and the superlative form for each of this. Let's say, for example, good. Di mo ka maingon nga gooder o goodest. Mura kag kuan, nag-inamaw kasi mo English, good, gooder, goodest. No. When you say good, you go to better and then best. Kung ikaw bad, ikaw yung badder, baddest. O nabi uban nga mo, what's the baddest? The baddest, the baddest person, but that's wrong grammar. So we have from bad, we have the worst, and then we have the worst. From much and many Kana silang duha, ilang comparative is the same. We have the more and then most. So they have more avocados than I have. We have the most avocados than I have. Okay? So we have little. When we tag little, pwede po na less, pwede po na least. Okay? So that is our lesson for our adjectives. I hope nga you are all satisfied with the video. Again, if you have not understand, you can just watch this and then see you in our next video for our review on adverbs. Thank you everyone. God bless.